What's on, guys? Welcome back. Another edition of Holy Tri Football Podcast, Week 1 preview. It's me, AY, coming from the beautiful state capital of Commonwealth, Pennsylvania, to my west. D-Berg, what's up?
Late sending out the tweet. Apologies for those that missed the first 30 seconds of this. Taking on thunderstorms. So the lingering connection issues could continue from last season.
They're working their way across the country. Can, to my east, what's up?
Enjoying the last gasps of summer. We got 95 on the horizon here, but excited. There is a chill in the air. At least the last couple of weeks there were, and football is here. Sounded like a poem, didn't it?
It did. It doesn't feel like it with this heat wave, but it is how it has been recently around Labor Day. A few last gasps of summer. Hopefully they're gone soon. But we are here. We made it to week 1. Week 0 in the books. 4 games, 4 dogs. FSU goes down over in Ireland. We said it. I said it last week. GT's going to get somebody. Didn't think it'd be so early, but they did. Hawaii dealt with the wind and beat Delaware State. Montana State with a huge comeback there. Very fortunate. And SMU as well. So anything from week 0 you want to touch on?
Florida State, are they overrated? Are they we kept hearing about how their defensive line could be the best in the country. It definitely didn't look like it getting pushed around by that offensive line. Key is obviously instilled his fingerprint on this team. They look great out there and completely controlled everything on the line of scrimmage for Florida State. It's amazing. Aside from that last touchdown drive they had to convert on two 50-plus yard field goals, including a 59-yarder, to even get it to where it was. If you take out that first drive of the game, impressive win from him. The SMU game, disgusting. I don't understand what Lashley is doing. Everybody was talking about Preston Stone, and he was trotting both quarterbacks out there. I know. I don't understand. I really don't. I think they got it's out. It looks like they got big issues there. You can chalk up first game or on the road, I think, at the Nevada. But so Nevada's picked to finish last in the Mountain West. That was disgusting. And a fantastic game at New Mexico. I'm ashamed here. Where even is New Mexico located?
Albuquerque.
Yeah, Albuquerque. Yeah.
University of Albuquerque. That was a nice comeback. Sorry for Boob and Bronco down there. Tough losses.
Yeah, they were. I don't know. It was opening week was fine. I guess the first game was fine. All the games were good. I turned off the Montana State game when they didn't get on 4th down.
Oh yeah, and then they popped that 96 yarder or something like that.
Yeah, 90+ yarder. Yeah, and all of a sudden I look up and they were winning with 10 seconds left. I was like, what the heck?
That's college football.
No, I wasn't too upset, but yeah, and good for them.
Yep. Oh, I'm excited. I am excited. We're here officially at week 1. Hope springs eternal. Any news and notes we want to touch on here aside from the game notes? Dan, did you have anything you wanted to touch on for the week 0 games?
Nope, you guys said it perfectly.
Well, I do have some news and notes if you don't mind. Here we go.
Yes, please.
3 notes this week. Duke's Mayo is the official sponsor of JMU football. The official mayo of JMU football. That seems like a nice marriage there. They have a nice commercial.
I wonder if it's just the football team. Like,
I don't know. I didn't.
what are they serving in the cafeteria? Why
I
did they
don't know.
stop at just the football team?
Maybe it's the university. I saw that the little promo clip was a fridge opening up, and it was full of Duke's mayo.
I like that. I like that for JMU.
Yes. Also commercial. I don't know if you saw Quinn Ewers, Dr. Pepper commercial.
Yes, the 7th season of Fansville now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great references in there. They're getting better and better. I feel like
good references in there, calling for backup.
Really good callbacks. It really. I'm excited to see how long this will go for. Like, if they're in 20 years, if they're making references to like Bryce and the transfer portal and things like that. Dewey, DJ Uiagalelei, and he was in there. Some great references.
I do hope they continue as well. Also, Auburn, and if you saw their depth chart for week 1, they listed 37 starters on defense.
A lot of oars.
No oars.
And
just all no ands, just all names.
Everybody's. Think about if you're not on that list. You know you're down the depth chart. You know you're redshirting. It's basically you're redshirting.
If you're not the 37,
if you're not on there, you're redshirting.
That's like the 3.5 deep right there.
Yeah,
incredible.
I like that.
Good gamesmanship there. They get a layup. FCS, someone I forget they play, but they're a huge favorite there. And one team we will not be discussing tonight is Ball State, because they have the elusive week 1 bye.
How'd they get that?
They didn't play last week and they don't play this week.
That sounds like a schedule that was made in NCAA. Not NCAA, in College Football 25. I told you guys last week that they gave me 8 road games and 9 conference games for my return to the Big Ten after leaving once for a couple of seasons. This season, I came back and I've got like 7 out of 9 home games, conference games. So I can schedule a visit basically every weekend after October.
Got to balance it out.
But yeah, that sounds like it. You want to touch on it? You guys haven't had a chance to watch the Connor Stallions yet, have you?
I will not be watching that.
Yeah, I will not either. I don't have Netflix at the moment, but when I do re-up, I'll probably check it out. I did listen to a podcast with the producer, the guy that made it, the director. Sorry. It sounded interesting. It sounded like, from what it sounds like, he fully, he jumped on the sword, but he fully believes that he didn't do anything wrong. That everybody does it, and he just does it a little better. And he was firmly operating in the green. It sounds like that's what the culture was, and that's what Harbaugh was pushing down there. Which is not wrong. He's not breaking the rules if it's in the gray, right? Or until you are.
Yeah, I mean, we all just were immersed in that for so long, and I
we turned the page. We're in
I really don't think it mattered because they end up going on and win with the way they did. So and I watched the Steve McNair one, which came out late last week, and I thought there was about to be a second part. And they just stopped kind of abruptly.
They just cut it. It was. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. They mentioned other possibilities other than what the initial investigation determined, and then
what? I mean, wasn't it determined? It was just a woman. It was a side piece that killed him, right?
Right, but the gun she used was bought by a guy she was seeing around the same time. And the only interview the police did with that gun owner was in front of his fiance initially before they came out and said, hey, this is what happened, which again, murder, suicide. But it was with the gun that she had contacted the guy the same night. There were phone records, the gun owner. So wasn't necessarily fully explored to the extent in which it should have been.
Sure.
So,
All right. Oh, I think we've got the connectivity issues.
We might have lost Dan.
We've gone on too long with the opening preamble. I'll hit one more thing while we filibuster and wait for him to come back. I see this headline here: Sooners Murray suspended 1 game for violations, and I thought I was about to joke. DeMarco Murray is suspended. Didn't know he was still playing, and it is in fact Oklahoma's DeMarco Murray suspended 1 game for violations. He is the running backs coach.
I'm back.
Did see that. Welcome back, Dan.
Yep. All right. So I think I successfully filibustered there. Shall we dive in? Do we have any other news and notes?
No. Let's dive in. Like Connor Stallions, I wish this Colorado circus would go away as well. But we open with them to kick off the week 1 slate. Because I did say this back in the spring. I was going to bet North Dakota State. I did. And then
it's gone up. It was like 7 back then.
I cashed it out in midsummer, and it has since gone up. I reallocated that, I think, to I don't know what it was. Oh, I think it wasn't F1. Anyways, reallocated it. But it has since gone up, yes. It was 7.5 then. It's up to 10 now.
Yes.
Buffs hosting the Bison, or as they say up there, the Bisons. Whatever.
Now, Bison and
That's
Buffalo, they're the same, right?
Lipscomb was the Bisons.
I'm sure there's a little I'm sure there's a difference. Maybe there's not a difference.
Is a Bison a Buffalo?
This could be like the square rectangle thing. One can be one, but the other one can't be the other.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know the difference.
Is a bison a buffalo? No, a bison is not a buffalo, but the terms are often used interchangeably. Bison and buffalo are both large woolly animals in the Bovidae family, but they have several differences. Bison are native to North Africa and Europe, while buffalo are native to Africa and Asia. Bison have large humps on their back, while buffalo do not. There we go.
All right.
Well,
handicap accordingly.
We have 2 similar animal mascots going head to head this week. The Buffaloes are laying 10 against the Bison. Look, I want everything. I want North Dakota State to win this game, obviously. It'd be a nice, fun circus for a Friday, and then Colorado can just go away for a while.
Can't use that word. Cannot use that word.
What word?
Dion.
Circus?
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll get cut off. You won't.
That's fine.
Media access. No media access for us if you say circus. Don't say.
Well, it definitely would be that on a Friday. If this was on a Saturday, it would still be one. But with limited games on Thursday, that Friday would be almost unbearable. But if they lost, at least it'd be somewhat fun. North Dakota State is good. FCS good. They could probably nip for sure a bunch of FBS teams. But I found out today they did lose their
injured. They're injured.
Their safeties, free safety, who graded out just incredibly high amongst the metric systems, including FBS safeties. To take that for what it's worth, I'm going to take Colorado here.
Yeah.
Root for North Dakota State and look forward to a better number next week on Nebraska.
That all checks out. Sounds good to me.
I agree. I think, the Bison drafting off their former glory, they are not what they used to be. The coach just went over to USC to be their linebackers coach. That was some big news in the offseason, right? Like you said, they are dealing with injuries. I think any fan that's just tuning back in here may not have the finger on the pulse. Or maybe a college football fan that has had the finger on the pulse for the last couple of years, but doesn't realize that South Dakota State has actually taken the mantle from these guys. They're not still a formidable FCS team, but I think it's been an off season that Deion's got his guys fired up. I don't think they'll let up if they have the opportunity to score. I think they're going to score in bunches here, and they're going to do it all night long. This is the healthiest. I've seen it pointed out that depth is a big issue for the Colorado Buffaloes. This is the healthiest you'll see them all year. So I'm excited to see the Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders show. They got that 5-star Jonas Seaton starting at left tackle as well. So interested to see how he does there. I think they'll pour it on as well, including a couple of late scores there at the end to make it like a 24-point game. I've got them covering as well.
I'm seeing the Bison Pilford from Bowl, by the way. Their head coach was the YOOC for the last few seasons. Interesting. Of course, YO Pilford.
On the same tree. All the same tree.
Yeah,
all the same tree.
YO's fine with Jay Norvell out there. They got Bull's son taking over the defense. They'll be okay. Did lose a starting running back, though, but we'll get to maybe them later. We'll see. I like what you said, though, about the Buffaloes being the healthiest they will be all year. I think that's key for them because we know last year their depth was a concern, and this year it's going to be a concern as well.
Same thing. It's still a concern.
So they're going to once again peak in September, and as attrition runs its course, they will fade again. But yes, week 1, all systems go for the Buffs.
And Deion's going to want to make a statement. He's on national TV Thursday night. Not that many games on. Everybody's obviously interested in him. I think he'll come out wanting to show the world. And I'm sure he'll have some sound bites.
One other thought I had when the Roadman about a month ago, wanted to bet the Buffs to win the Big 12. I told him he's an idiot. There's probably 10 people there.
Did McMurphy? Did you call McMurphy up for a cameo? You could have called him. Paid him $5 to tell him that.
That could be his niche right there.
He could have backed me up, but I told him that I don't think Shedeur finishes the season.
Think they shut him down?
Business decision.
I think I'm fairly confident Deion pulls the plug sometime around Halloween.
Not a bad theory.
All right, you're on board as well here, right? Right, Dan?
Yeah. I think we all have Deion. Yep.
Oh, okay.
All on Deion. Which takes us to
I was fully interested last year. I'm still kind of interested to see how this works in year 2. That's all I'll say with him.
Okay, we'll definitely be picking them next week.
What's it at 5.5 for him?
Yeah.
The win total.
Yeah, win total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starts off manageable, but it gets tough at some point. Big 12 very deep.
Yeah.
The other game on Thursday night, which will require 2 screens because this game is being called by, I think, my P1, Benetti and Heward.
Who?
Love Heward. Love Benetti.
Love them both.
They're awesome. North Carolina, Minnesota. This line this week has swung through the 0. Not a huge move as far as you folks that are into the key numbers. Through 0 is not really much, but still a different favorite, a road favorite from Mac. Just turned 73. Lane 2 on the road against the Fleck. Have you heard anything about Darius Taylor up there in Big Ten country? I heard he's a little dinged up.
Yeah, that's what I hear. They're playing coy on whether he'll be able to make it a go or not, but definitely not the best news. Even if he does go, you can't rely on him being at 100% or probably close to it, right? So you got to take that into account.
I haven't looked over the whole slate with this thought in mind, but I would think this is probably the best running back matchup of week 1 with Hampton versus Taylor.
I mean, both duos for West Virginia versus Penn State, though.
Oh,
that's the duo.
That could be the best depth matchup. Yeah,
it's true. Hampton is an absolute stud. Very
stud. Taylor's stud too. We'll see what Carolina does here with sneaky schedule. I know we're talking 1 game here, but they can make a run at ACC with a very manageable schedule. I think that Mac and company go on the road and take care of business here. I do think the steam is correct. The correct team is now favored. And I think Amari and Hampton gets the job done. I don't know who Carolina's receivers are, but
they don't have a Tez Watkins, I'll tell you that.
They seems like they always just find somewhere. And I like the Tar Heels here to win a close one.
Okay. Close.
Is Tanner Morgan still the quarterback for
more than
Minnesota?
2? Close, but more than 2.
More than 2. I'm thinking 3.
So not that close. Could be closer.
Could be closer. Tar Heels cover though.
Mhm.
Oh no, Minnesota's quarterback's that kid from New Hampshire, isn't he?
Yeah, Hosmer.
It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I knew it wasn't Morgan, but I was trying to think of who it was. Yeah, it's the
Mhm.
the
Or
Wildcat.
the atheist.
Yeah. Well, Ethan
I didn't realize
is
atheist
at
was- well, I'm a
Rutgers.
nerd.
Ethan's at Rutgers now.
Yeah.
Is that the Greek rifle?
That is the Greek rifle. Kelly McManus. Unseating Gavin Wimsatt here on the banks of the old River Tam.
I'm not sure if I mentioned it last pub, but I do have a Rutgers. I think I did. Rutgers over win total.
Yeah. It's been. I
So
wanted
2/3 of you have it?
everybody. I didn't end up betting it.
Us
It's.
has it?
I don't like where it's at now. But
No, them. Yeah, Old Dominion under, La Tech under. Sonny Cummings gonna be fired by Halloween. Yeah, I took Syracuse under too, but we'll update those as the season progresses. Sorry, so I'm on Mac. What about you guys?
I
Mac
am of the same mind. I was tempted to go Minnesota here, but I think that injury will factor in. Mac has 2 quarterbacks is giving me hesitation. He's got Max Johnson in there, and then another guy it sounds like the platoon. I do like Omarion Hampton a lot. I think it'll be a grinded out game. I got them also winning by small margin. Could be smaller, so I got them covering as well.
Did you say platoon?
Platoon?
I don't think I've ever heard that.
What?
I've never heard platoon.
Platooning?
No, I always hear platoon.
Oh, platoon. Platooning.
I never heard
Hard A.
platoon. Yeah, I never heard the hard A there. I'll have to ask Charlie Sheen what he says.
I guess we're going 6 for 6 then.
Oh,
No,
And I guess I'll say Mac by 6 to certainly
All right.
curse us with 666.
oh, here we go. This is an interesting one.
there we go. Juicy in Atlanta.
Before we dive in, can you imagine if Dabo pulls this off, what he's got in store for Tyler from Spartanburg?
You know he has his phone number saved.
He is so oh my! It'll be absolutely epic. If we thought Gundy's 40-year-old speech, if we thought his Tyler from Spartanburg was something last year, he will be. He may get suspended for the next game. It's so good.
Well, he is looking for the trifecta. Dabo, he had the Spartanburg rant. Before that, his bar was set with the bring your own guts.
Oh yeah. Sure.
So he can one up himself again with a win here. Whatever he says.
The name, image, and likeness of Jesus Christ. One's. It's not a rant, but that's an all timer for him. I can't wait. Buy stock. He said that at the end of that Kentucky game. Buy stock. Buy stock in Clemson football.
Well, I will. I am buying stock. I think. Let me check the doc here. I know I have one in the ACC.
Me too. I feel good about it now after that Florida
three
State
of us.
game.
We all do. All three of us have one in the ACC.
Yeah. I'm the only dumbass that still had Florida State in the playoffs after losing.
Oh
Or
yeah,
after losing the ACC.
Able to go on a run.
Yeah.
Ken takes the first strike in the. We'll try.
Oh my gosh, our playoff picture would be absolutely insane.
We'll have to bust
If we
something like
did a
that
12
out.
teamer.
Oh, yeah.
While we all are on Clemp for the ACC, I am not on them in this game. I am not stepping on the tracks when the dogs in red and black are coming down.
Yeah.
No, thank you for week 1. No, I'll take Georgia by 17-20. I don't want anything to do with Clemson here. Again, like we said last week with the ACC, I kind of like Klubnik, the defense. Maffa's good and everything, but this is Georgia. Wait till you get the ACC play Clemson. You'll be fine there.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I agree. I think Georgia's been raring to go. I think all this stuff in the off season. They just want to get out there and put all that behind them. They're gonna come out and want to hit somebody, show everybody what they remember and know Georgia for, and put all those headlines that they've had to deal with in the rear view mirror, no pun intended. And I like them to come out and take care of business here. I got them covering as well. Carson Beck, I think he'll have a real good game here. I know they had the transfer from Mississippi State. Rara Thomas is done. He's out off the team. I still think they have some talent out wide. They'll be able to manage it. I think ETN is also suspended. Is going to be suspended for that DUI, but I think they'll be fine. And I think Clemson will make it a game for a little bit, but I think they end up getting by here with like a 17-point win.
Agreed on kind of a game, but I've got 28-20. Georgia. So I will not make it 9 for 9. Apologies.
Yep. All right. Clap. Dan does take Dabo. All right. Oh, the aforementioned.
Yes.
Current powerhouses in FCS.
South Dakota State, the J-Rabs head down to Gundyville.
Number 5 Dakota. They're number 1 Dakota.
Oh, yeah. 5 Dakota State versus Okie State.
Number 1, 5 Dakota State.
Okie State laying 10 here. I'm going Jackrabbits to keep this close. A lot of Okie State in the news lately with Gundy and the QR codes and players asking for money with their agents. And he's saying, hey, look, we had all offseason to do that. Let's just play football. I just think there's a lot of – I'm sure it's going on at every school. I'm sure players are asking for more money all over the place. But the fact that this got out and it got to a point where Gundy was – I mean, he's outspoken, but so he would be one of the first to leak it. But he's just sick of it. And I think it just got into him. Sluggish. They win, but the 5 Dakota State keeps it close here. Good program there for sure. Like we had mentioned earlier, Ollie Gordon's going to run the ball a lot. Gundy alluded maybe 50 times for punishment, but I'm thinking, the 20-17 here.
Okay.
Man, I really we're sure this is still 10. I know we're picking at 10.
Yeah.
I want to pick the Pokes by 10 because that's what I felt. And I will not predict a push, so I will go Pokes by 9. They do some weird 2-point conversion stuff at some point, I guess.
Okay.
I picked Oklahoma State to be in the playoffs, so can't have them going down to a team.
No, but it's week 1. You can be a little sluggish. And I did check this line 30 minutes ago. So yes, it was still 10. I'm sure you can shop around and find your 9.5 or 10.5 if you wanted it.
10.5, yeah.
All right. This one reeks. I still got that USA game stuck in my crawl here for Gundy. And yeah, I think this will be gross. I see something similar to like that SMU game, honestly, like a 29-24 game, late comeback for Gundy. He'll ride Ollie Gordon, I think, all the way. He'll probably get like 280 yards. And it'll be something similar to what I do in college football 25. Just run one play the whole way to seal a win here against a shitty team. So, yeah, I'll take like a 29-24 win for Gundy.
All 5 Dakota.
So 5 Dakota State. Everybody's get on 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's head to Gainesville, Miami versus Florida.
The hype machine.
This has been oscillating 2.5, 3, 2.5, 3.
I want Nate to win so bad here.
We're picking it at 2.5.
Yeah. Well, I'll take those points.
Can't go with.
I'm taking them at home. Maybe it's wishful thinking. I'm wish casting here, but I'll believe it when I see it. I think Mertz is not a bad quarterback. I think it'll be a low score. It'll be a gross game down there. Everybody's going to be so tired. It's going to be 120 degrees on the field. They're going to
Like
be
that
just
week 0 game in
knocking
2019.
the shit out of each other. Yeah. I do think it'll be some fireworks from Ward. And but I think it'll be a duel. By the end of it, the Mertz will lead a game-winning drive here. I think they'll kick a field goal at the end. I'll get 20-17. Gators win.
I will flip it and say Canes win. I like everything with your that you've just described, except for I think Sunbelt Billy goes down.
But by 3.
Yeah.
So they do cover.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this game.
Me too.
I really enjoy these Florida battles, as we've stated here several times. No dog in the fight, but every year the Florida State game is one of my favorites. And this one really isn't, but this year it is. There's looking at it from both sides. This is so much fun for Napier. You're staring down just the whole of hell with the schedule. But this is week 1. This is
week 1.
You can get a game here. Worry about October, November later. For Miami, everyone is pumping you up.
Ruben Bain, Cam Ward, Player of the Year in the ACC.
You've had all off season to just listen to how good you are, believe how good you are, and then have one shot to go out week 1 and prove how good you are to set yourself up for the rest of the year. There's no excuses for Miami here. None for Florida either, because you're staring down. I love what you said, Ken. You'll believe it when you see it. I'll mention that again later on this episode.
From Aller.
I believe it when I see it, but I think in this case,
you all know he's talking about Nate Yarnell.
In this case, I can't believe I'm gonna buy into Miami here. Their trenches, O-line, D-line.
This is not an unbelievable limb you're stepping out on. That Florida team is a catastrophe.
I know, but it's Miami. It's just the aura on Miami. It's my Cristobal, the whole thing.
The talent there is awesome.
I'm taking Miami here.
Yeah.
Win by a touchdown. It's gonna be a close. I think it's gonna be a close game, a close touchdown.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game. I'm excited.
So touchdown, field goal, whatever. I'll say a touchdown, 24-17, 23-16 in that range.
Okay.
Damian Martinez, I think, is going to have a great game.
Good.
And Cam Ward does what he has to do.
Okay.
Where we go next? Oh, out to the island. Gosh.
Again, 2 weeks in a row for the Bows.
2 weeks in a row for the Bows. I did think of that when I put it in there, but I thought, you know what? After, I can't remember if I mentioned it last week, but after what Deshaun Foster
when did you
said,
hold on. When did you sneak this last game on here? Am I missing something?
I just did.
Ken just snuck it on there. That's fine. That's a good one too. UCLA, Hawaii getting 14. Unimpressive last week. McBride, I think, probably still out with the offseason arrest or legal issues. Some have been saying. Deshaun Foster, he's the coach of UCLA.
With the enemy.
Which is in LA.
Which is in LA. For those who didn't know, USC is also there. I am taking the Bows here. I know uninspiring last week. It was windy. Timmy Chang did say before the game they weren't showing anything. I'm not sure. Take what you want from that, but I'll just say they're saving it up for this week. I don't think UCLA is very good, so give me the Bows. Maybe on the field, but I get 14 to play with, so I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm going UCLA. I don't believe any of that Timmy Chang mind games nonsense, win nonsense.
Fair.
I will. I'll go.
I believe
I'll go
in Bieniemy.
UCLA as well. Wait, so hey, why you want Hawaii? You want Tim? Tim?
I'm on the Bows, yeah. Possibly on the field.
Wow.
Wow. Great game here Sunday night. USC, LSU. Whew. Fun game.
I'm excited. I am excited about this one.
Yes, this is sweet. Hopefully I'm excited to watch it come Sunday. But we'll be regardless or irregardless. USC, LSU -4. This game's what, Vegas?
Yep.
Allegiant Stadium. I don't know where I'm going here. I saw Harold Perkins switch to number 7. You like
He did. He got the number 7. He got the illustrious number 7.
I know you're a big fan of single digit.
I think it's hilarious when they give the number 7 to a lineman, but then he can't have it, so they just put the number 7 patch on him at LSU. I think it was last year one of their linemen they give the number 7 to the best player they have. They were given the number 18 as well for a while, so now they have 2 numbers, number 18 and number 7.
Well, that's probably Nussmeier now.
Right. Right.
I don't know where I'm going here. I think I lean LSU. I know. I don't want to. I kind of like.
I think it'll be a good game. 4 is small. I'll take LSU here just because there's no way LSU loses another opener here, right? And I think they'll be able to cover. Maybe if they win by 3 or 4.
Edging P.
I'll take LSU to cover here. I do think they'll cover, but it'll be a good game. I think USC will be improved. It's hard not to be on the defensive side, but I like them to make it a game, but I think LSU will pull it out late. They win a game. Never mind. I'm reversing that. I like USC. I'm taking USC to cover, but yeah, I'll HP it. LSU to win, but not cover. I'm taking USC.
The first hedging P of the season.
Mm-hmm. Dan, who'd you take?
Yeah, I'm going USC outright. Mainly vibes, mainly what happened last year.
Miller Moss. Miller Moss stock.
The one-man offense leaving, heading to the commodes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see what happens. Not much to go off of at the moment.
Okay. And the guy calling and coaching the one-man offense to the AWIS.
Yes.
Gerard Parker.
Yeah. I was a minute ago, if I was up after Can, I was going to take USC outright, but then I remembered I have LSU in the playoff. So I'm going to HP as well.
Oh, HP.
HP as well. LSU wins. USC covers. Oof. I really don't know what's happening in this game.
No, this is going to be a good game. I'm excited to watch.
I really
this
don't
game.
know what's going to happen.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for it though. So just stay out of it. I would say a 3-point game. LSU wins.
I agree. We all agree. Again, a lot of consensus here.
A lot of consensus. We're playing the percentages here till we all formulate our own opinions on these teams as the season goes on. I feel like that might be a trend with us. I have to go back and look at that.
Did we grade last week? Oh my God!
Last week wasn't great.
A rousing start to the season.
Oh yeah, 1-3 for me.
Yeah.
Kent with the big.
The offer. Should have parlayed it. Should have parlayed it.
The early goose. We're
gonna end up to get on the board. Just got to see one go through the net. Just got to see one go through the bench.
You should be able to get one of these. We'll round out the non-Holy Tri slate this week with BC FSU. The Noles laying 15.5, licking their wounds down at Doak Campbell this week. Bill O'Brien their
Castellanos.
their XFL coordinator on D, the Castellanos man, the runner man at quarterback.
That he does.
I'm taking Florida State here.
Yeah, I'm taking Florida State to come out and put a whooping on them.
I
Not a
think
good spot.
3 for
BC.
3.
Yeah, I think this is just a play. This is like a double play.
Yeah.
I don't think BC's good, and I think Florida State
We'll be angry.
will just play better. Yeah, just
Play
Good.
better than play angry. I think it'll be
I-
some kinks to work out for BC for Bob in his first game. I saw it. First game against Ohio. No, thank you.
yeah. All right, clean sweep on the Knolls here.
Yep. Can you imagine though? They start the ACC season 0-2.
Although
That would be bad.
Could there be an Ireland hangover?
Could be.
I mean, Notre Dame came back last year against Tennessee State, and it was like 7-3 in the first quarter. I mean, but that was Penn State had the UCF game years ago. Years ago, Notre Dame had the Navy game and had the game against Purdue and the Manti Te'o year.
Yeah.
These kids are fine. Yeah, give me the Knolls. On to what we came here for. Holy Tri-Game. And then the locks. We got some good locks coming up. Dan, you're up first. Kent State, Pitt, H2P laying 24.5 against the G Flashes.
Cam, were you aware? I feel like this guy's been in the orbit for a long time. That Kent State's quarterback last year was the Alimo.
I did not know that was it, that he had ended up there. No, but
I believe he's just currently camped out in the portal right now.
remember the Alimo.
So, I mean, they were awful last year, 1-11.
Right.
They had their head coach who was actually pretty good, pilfered by Dion, only to be fired by Dion.
Oh,
the first few weeks last year was like, oh, could he get a bigger, or at least a better head coaching job?
He went to the
Now, I don't even know where he landed.
Aztecs. He went to Aztechnicians, didn't he?
That sounds right, actually. Now that you say that,
Yeah, he's Aztec. He is the head
Is-
Aztec.
is- so despite being demoted or fired, whatever the hell happened there,
He looks kind of like Connor Stallions.
never see him in the same place. So I mean, this should be a winnable game,
Hopefully.
and I do not think Pitt will cover the.
Is it still? It's not Alimo. He said he's in the portal.
He's in the portal, yeah. So I don't know what happened there.
Would have been a good homecoming.
Yeah. So yeah, I will go Pitt 38. No, we'll go 35-14.
Wait, that Alimo was the quarterback. His brother was a tight end.
That was committed to Pitt. Yes, correct.
Okay,
Who was older? I think he went to like UCLA or A&M, something like that.
right. But this Alimo,
But that was at the same time. I think there was an interest because his younger brother, who was the now previous Kent State quarterback, is now. I don't know if it was 1 or 2 and done with Kent State. A fallen star, if you will.
right.
Which can happen. I was trying to see what was the total on this game. That was the one thing I wanted to
I think
look
you
at.
guys. I think you guys will get a late cover here. I'll go 37-7.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do with the. I really only talked about the quarterback position in the preview, and we're not going to see the guys that came in from Western Carolina against proper competition quite yet. That'll come in these next 3 of the next 4 games. I think we'll have a pretty good idea how that's going to work out, and just see what they do. Hopefully, they have a big lead and stress-free, not catastrophic. I think this would be worse than. So why
Oh, it would
They lost
100%
to
be worse.
YSU. That's still the word. I mean, by
This
definition.
is a Kent State that went 1-11 last year.
I know. Then after that, it was they lost to Okron. I don't think
And
either of those.
Western
Like, I don't think
Michigan,
that YSU team made the playoffs, and I don't think Okron made a bowl. So those are the two.
Those are the measuring sticks. Those are the
That's the measuring sticks to.
those are the
It
low
would probably
water
fall
marks.
in between. It would
Those are
probably
low
fall
water-
in between
low
if they
water.
lost this team.
Low water marks. All right. Where are you guys on this game?
I said Pitt 35-14. AY, do you have a pick or cover or not cover prediction?
I am intrigued to see what this offense looks like.
Pitt's or Kent State's?
Pitts. Well, I guess Kent State too.
I remember thinking one quick to add an anecdote to that thought. In 2011, the year of fraud, they played. Was it Eastern Michigan or no? It was Buffalo, I think, in the first game. And I remember thinking they were going to put 70 on them. They did not put 70 on them. Suffice to say, that offense never took flight under fraud. So yeah, I'm not.
I opted.
It was at best medium. When Dave was there, Dave witnessed a thrashing of UConn.
UConn trying to weasel their way into
Anyway.
Big 12 basketball.
I'm going to take Pitt here. One of the things I'm
To win?
monitoring, Pitt to cover by 25. One of the things I'm monitoring this year are going to be. I've been doing a lot of not poking around, but manipulating numbers with Jeff Sagarin's ratings.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's my.
I've never really used them, but I'm trying to. My new thing. I'm trying to use them this year as far as to keep the betting market, all the steams, all the sides, all the late money, all this and that. I'm trying to keep it pure, and I don't have my own model, obviously, so I'm just trying to get a nice base and go from there. And this has it right at like 24.5. So I'm going with Kent State's 175 and Sagarin. I mean, geez, that's bad. So yeah, I'll go Pitt here. Hammond goes for 200 yards.
All right.
All right. On to Morgantown. Well, boots on the ground here. The line continues to, I wouldn't say plummet, but precipitously small.
It's been dripping.
It has definitely been dripping. 8.5 earlier in the week. It was 9.5 earlier in the summer. 10.
I saw there was 10.5 early August.
Was that?
I saw there was definitely 10.5 a month ago.
Oh yeah. I mean, when it opened, it was 13.5, 12.5.
Oh, juicy.
And so we're down to 7.5, 8 now. I did bet it 7.5 earlier today on the good guys. I do. Earlier in the summer, I was worried. I'm less worried now. Not necessarily for anything on the state side, but I do think West Virginia poses some threats. I think they'll pull out a lot of stops. I like Eric Green, but he's such a feast and famine guy. Are you guys getting some echoes here? I'm getting a lot of echoes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do. It wasn't like that before. Should I leave and come back?
No, this sounds good right here.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
All right. I'm still getting some echo. But... All right. Well, I'll power through here. Garrett Green does pose a threat. I think he'll be able to shoot a shot and get some deep balls. He'll definitely extend plays. He's an athlete out there, but Penn State's going to come out there with waves. The defensive end, Abdul Carter Kanai, I think they'll be able to get some shots on him. The defensive tackles inside, they've got some grown men there. I mentioned it before with their couple of fifth and sixth-year seniors coming back, along with Zane Durant, very explosive. I failed to mention him. I forgot to mention him in our preview. I do think – I also forgot to mention one of the captains, KJ Winston. Projected all Big Ten, possibly all American safety. I think he'll have a fantastic year. Yeah, it's probably going to be his last year as a junior. I think he'll pick back there. And eventually, I do think Penn State will be able to exert itself. I do think early on it'll be a pretty good battle back and forth. I think West Virginia will definitely try to run the ball. They have lost a couple of their guys up front from that really good stout offensive line, but I really like when it comes to Penn State's defensive tackles, what they'll be able to bring to the table and forcing them to basically turn to Garrett Green. I don't think they'll let the running game beat them. And so Jaheim White, C.J. Donaldson, great backs. But I do like where Penn State stacks up there, and I think they'll force Garrett Green to go out there and win the game for them. I don't think they'll be able to do that. I think there'll be a couple of turnovers here, maybe a sack fumble, and then a pick eventually. I think Penn State won't be too greedy for Penn State fans expecting a huge, big play offense. I don't think you'll necessarily see that. I think they'll look to grind it out here, especially on the road. I think they will be a little bit more conservative and lean on that run game. Linebacker, from what I've heard and read, is a big weakness here for West Virginia. They've got like four guys vying for 2 to 3 spots, and a lot of them are there's better options out there. They got a guy from like Ohio State that transferred in that hasn't played a down of defensive football before for 3 years. They got another guy, and it's all pretty much amorphous there, and nobody knows which direction they're going yet. Those question marks, I think, will come into play here. I think Penn State will be able to impose their will eventually, and they'll grind out. I'll say a comfortable like 20-point victory, maybe a touchdown that caps it off at the end. But I will go with a 42 to 20, 42-21 victory here.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, all summer I like this line that keeps dripping and dripping. So yeah, if we would have recorded a month and a half ago, I could have had 13.5, but I will take the, what are we at, 8?
Yep.
I'll take the 8. Penn State wins. I don't think that's in doubt. I know we mentioned earlier, you alluded to about Aller. I believe when I see it, as much as I want him to go out and prove himself, he wins these games. So I'm not doubting him here. Is he going to win Penn State the game? I don't believe so, but the supporting cast and stuff is more than capable of doing that. I think they win the game, but not by more than 8. West Virginia, I saw today, they were, I think it was the one DN said, we remember what Jimmy did last year with the run up the score. I mean, sure, you can say that. Do you need any more motivation for a week 1 game? No, but
they've been tripping in the media all
there.
in the last couple of weeks.
It's there. I mean, I think I said last week too, Penn State is basically upset proof.
They had another guy that was a transfer from Northwestern that said they don't respect anybody except Ohio State and Michigan. Those are the only teams that they get up for, which is funny because they cover against every team.
Yeah, I mean, look,
they outperform expectations.
Yeah.
I mean, you give Penn State credit. They beat the teams they're supposed to beat. That was the old Brian Kelly thing. He never lost to a team he wasn't supposed to beat. He just couldn't beat the big ones. seems to be a Penn State thing to an extent. I know they have nipped a bigger team in a few years ago, but still, it's hard to when Ohio State and Michigan are national champions. So I think Penn State wins. West Virginia keeps it close. Look, it's a road game in a hostile environment. It's not going to be easy. I think 42-21 is. I would be surprised at that. But I mean, it certainly could happen. So I'll just take the 8. Penn State with a stiff arm. Maybe a 4-minute offense gets the Mountaineers from 14 down to 8 or 6, and onside kick fails and air out of the ball. So not a super close 7 is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm going 28-12 Penn State.
28-12. I like it. I would take that. All right. I'm excited for this one. Nightcap. Can't wait to get
on the nightcap. Irish
lay down and watch this game.
Kyle Field catching 3 right now. I think we tipped our hand last week as to where we see this game going. Keys to the game, to me, for Notre Dame to win, it's obviously hinges again on the O-line. Keep Scorton in that front 7 at bay. Let the defense do its thing. Don't give up any short fields, any unnecessary turnovers, on and on. For A&M to win, use the crowd to your advantage, the energy. Use a healthy Wegman. And, I mean, the skill positions, from all you hear from A&M, they want to be optimistic, but they're a little down. The O-line, even a little uncertainty, but they love their D-line. Florida State love their D-line as well. We'll see how that plays out for A&M. But the Kyle Field factor is definitely there. The heat, which should subside a smidge with it being dark out, but still, it's going to be hot and humid. And Notre Dame on the road. Like I alluded to earlier and Can said earlier, I will believe it when I see it. Notre Dame's had these big road games, and they haven't won them. They've beaten the middle to solid road game test plenty of times with, at Vatech, at USC, those kind of environments, but they haven't conquered the at Georgia's, at Florida State. Well, they did once, but that was the down Florida State team, not the number 1 Florida State team. The at Michigan, at Miami, that's just the last 5-10 years, but they've handled the second or third tier road games, but not the upper tier road games. And this one's kind of right there in the 1.5 tier. So we'll see where that goes. I watched some Duke.
They gotta win this game, especially with FSU losing last week. They need this game.
They do. Look at that. Yeah, SOS there. Last week in all of August, I didn't feel great. This week I feel better. But I'm not gonna let myself fall into that Kool-Aid.
Oh,
I do. I think just something happens here. What I am thinking though is, I just feel like Benjamin Morrison's going to get a pick 6, and if he does that, Notre Dame wins. I think they're going to need something like that. They're going to need a defense to make a huge play, and get them some free points. Both teams are going to be, I think, feeling each other out early on. Defenses are going to own the game early. It'll be a big play either way. But yeah, I mean, this is that road factor. Just Notre Dame just hasn't. If this game was neutral, I would like Notre Dame a lot. If this was home, I'd feel incredible about it. But at Kyle Field, week 1, new coordinator, new quarterback, Elko, knows Riley. So I'm going to say A&M wins this game. Under is definitely the best play here. It's down to 46.5. It's staying below that for sure. I'm going to say 23-16 because Freeman settles for field goals a lot. I think it'd be even more conservative being week 1. Speaking of conservative, are they going to run Leonard a lot, which he's good at, but you have a whole season of Leonard, hopefully. If you lose week 1, you're not done yet. So I think they might, I don't know, maybe they'll keep him in the pocket a little bit. But are they going to protect him with the freshman left tackle? A lot going on here. I've looked at this game up, down, left, right, sideways. And at this point, I'm just going to hopefully enjoy it and watch. So 23-17 A&M.
Oh, that'd be a bummer for you. I mean,
I do think it'll be close. I think Notre Dame's going to lose another close. I know they've had some blowout loss road games, but
yeah, I don't think it'll be close. I don't think Texas A&M has the ability to blow a decent team out, especially with style. The storylines we talked about it before with all the relationships on both sides of the ball, or both sides of the sideline, not the ball necessarily. So I guess you could say the ball. I think those will come into play. I do think Elko maybe it's oversimplifying things, but I do think he'll. Obviously, it's not like he's being coached by him at that moment, and I'm sure they've got tendency breakers in there, but I'm sure he'll have a thing or two that he's got up his sleeve that he thinks would work against, maybe some of the adjustments that they're thinking about using from the Marcus Freeman, from the Denbrock side of things. The tendencies to try to break for Lenhard, and so I think they'll be able to keep it close and eventually pull it out. I think they're going to be like a low scoring game like that. It's at 3 here. I pick it at 3, so I'll go 24-20. Texas A&M.
What's that now?
Who's beeping?
I don't know.
No more. Dan, who did that?
This game stinks of that 2022 A&M Miami game. I will go with 17-13 Aggies.
Dan always also thinking a 4-point win. So we all on can lose 4-point win. Or close win.
Well, I got 23-17, but yeah, one score.
Yeah, one score win. All right.
I do feel better this week, though.
Yeah, I think. I
wouldn't be surprised either.
I wouldn't be surprised either way.
No, definitely not. I mean, it's a 3-point spread, so yeah. But I do feel better, but
yeah. Good emotional hedge here for you. I like it.
Can't pick them every game.
Yeah.
But man,
unlike me, I think I pick Penn State every game.
Probably, yeah. I will be. I'm going to. Saturday's gonna be dangerous. I'm golfing with Rance in the morning, and then
say no more.
And then we're golfing in the morning. So, I'm staying at his place. It's gonna be a long day. A long day. Sunday's gonna suck, but 3-day weekend.
Sunday could be a great day, and you could.
I could feel somehow really great Sunday, or I could just feel like absolute hell Sunday.
Can't wait.
We'll see.
Get a good sweat out. Wake up, go for a jog.
That's the plan. Go for a run. 18 holes.
Wow, that's a full Sunday.
Lock in. We'll get back for probably fourth quarter state, but I'll have it on.
Oh.
I'll have the state game on in the cart. Mm-hmm. I'll be keeping tabs. We'll be all right.
All right. Well, let's get to what everybody's been waiting for, our locks of the week.
Oh yeah, cannot wait for this. I'm feeling great about Dine.
I think so. I am too. I was, so full disclosure, the reason FSU made it on there was because I was going to lock FSU up. And then I thought better of it. And so I'm actually going to go with new coach down there in Tuscaloosa against Western Kentucky, trying to show off to the fans what he's made of. So I've got them, not for the full game. I've got the first half minus 18.5.
Okay, I like it. It's about time we bring. Yeah, that's good. We'll bring something new into this. If that's your best bet, then by all means, it pays the same.
Yes. Dan, you want to go?
Yeah, I've got UCLA. I'm already on the board. I had to pick up my tradition. As I said during the preview, I don't buy any of this Timmy Chang bull.
All right. He's got a team in LA.
I'm just getting the most updated line on mine. Saturday. 8 p.m. Jeez Louise. All right, so I put the note on here. Mine was 6.5 this morning, 7.5 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now it's at 8. We're recording now, so I'll take it at 8. I'm obviously going with. Let me just make sure I get his name right. I believe it's the same as the singer here. Yep. It's not Chensey. It's Chesney. It's Bob Chesney, head coach of the JMU Dukes. Was there any other choice? No. Look.
Started with the Dukes Mayo update.
Starting with the Dukes, end with the Dukes. The guy from the Cole region, Coltmont, right up the road, right in between where I grew up and where I live now. This guy grew up, coached the Crusaders for years. Started D3, D2, then the Crusaders, now at JMU. He brings a run-heavy attack. Ayadibri. It's like the actress. It's like the actress, but not quite the actress. The running back for JMU is going to run for so many yards.
David
Charlotte defense, who their cutoff tank top T-shirt wearing coach today was it Bo Pigley or Figgy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. He said,
Michigan guy.
Biff
right?
Poggi. Biff Poggi.
Yeah. He said today, after I already had this locked in, yeah, we're missing actually 8 or 9 starters for week 1. Say no more. I already loved it. And now I just want to mortgage it. JMU -8 on the road at Charlotte. Look, Sagarin at Charlotte, freaking. I can't even tell you how far down they are. This team is 126 in Sagarin.
That's not good.
Come on. JMU, I know they lost McLeod, I know they lost Signetti, and a whole slew of guys to Indiana. No, they're going to run the ball down Charlotte's throat. JMU -8, lock it up.
All right.
8 o'clock Saturday night. So if you lose during the day, you can chase with that at night. We're on the board. Picks are in. Locks are in. I'm feeling good. All right, week 1 plans. Boots on ground.
Boots on ground.
I will be in Fleetwood, Pennsylvania at the Rants house. Dan, you will be in
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yes. You'll be at Seniors?
Seniors, my sister's, Joey's, and we'll see if I make it anywhere else.
A tour de force.
Yeah.
On the move.
On the move.
There we go. There we have it. Week 1 preview in the books. We'll be back with week 2 next week. Hopefully all singing songs of playoff hopes. Very much healthy.
Hopefully, no X's.
Hopefully no X's.
Strikes.
That'd be
We do
quite
not
the
want
X
any-
from one of us.
It will be quite the actual.
that would
Don't rule it
probably
out.
but that would be
Not
that
ruling
would
it
be both X's. If one of us got that loss, it would be both X's.
Dan is
He would not make it
Next
in.
5 years.
3
Well,
times
even
the favorite Can is, and 9 times the favorite that the Irish are. That would be some X.
That'd be quite the X.
Fingers crossed. All right, good deal. Week 1
Xage.
in the books for me. AY, Real Estate Capital, the Blue State of Commonwealth, Pennsylvania. To my west, Deberg,
Good night, all.
and Can to my east.
Have a fantastic night, guys.
Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week, week 2. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the weekend. We're back.
We're back. Week 1, baby.
We're back.